UFC. We are going to very briefly go through our fourth down here. This has been a 2-hour show. Thank you for sticking with us, Ivan.
What's up, Ivan?
We got, I'm going to talk briefly about some UFC that's coming up, and one that just happened, which was Chito Marlon Vera versus Dominic Cruz. It was actually a pretty good fight. Dominic Cruz was winning the first 2 rounds, but he doesn't have any power, so he would land these combinations, and it was like, all right, that was cool, but it didn't affect Marlon at all. And Dominic Cruz, you remember Dominic Cruz?
Yeah, he does a lot of the commentating and stuff now.
Yeah, and he's an older fighter for sure. And so he used to be the bantamweight champion. He was one of the first bantamweight champions, but it's a very like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Israel Adesanya kind of style where he's just moving side to side a lot. But one of the things that he does to evade shots is he dips his head. So he'll dip his head out of the way to kind of move side and go out and get out. And Chito timed it perfect where he dipped his head and he kicked him square in the nose, mouth, just fucking bank, just knocked him the fuck out. If you want to see a cool knockout, go watch.
Uche was telling me
kick him in the
about
face.
it.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And then so coming up, actually it's this weekend is 278. It's Usman versus Leon Edwards. I will not bet against Kamaru Usman for the foreseeable future. I don't think Leon Edwards gets this done. I think Kamaru Usman fucks him up. This is the second time they fought. Usman already beat him by unanimous decision the first time. Paulo Costa is back and fighting Luke Rockhold. Both of these guys are back after a very long time. It was just a notable one to put on there. I don't think Luke Rockhold will win because I don't think he's fought in about 3 or 4 years, but he's had injury after injury after injury, so I'm going to guess because Paulo Costa has fought more, I'm going to go with Paulo Costa, but both of them are on their way out. Both of them are about to be not in the UFC anymore. And then speaking of not being in the UFC, oh my god, so Khamzat Chimaev is that new freak Chechnyan fucking, he can wrestle, he can strike, he's 185 pounds and he's a monster. And the poor Nate Diaz is being offered up as a sacrificial fucking lamb. He is going to get absolutely destroyed by this Chimaev. Nate Diaz hasn't fought in like 2 years, and the last time he did, he got fucked up by Jorge Masvidal. So I don't see good things for this at all. This is going to be a I think actually Nate Diaz lost to Leon Edwards too, but Nate Diaz is going to this is his last fight on his contract. He's been talking about how he wants out. Yeah, so UFC's like, all right, you want out?
He's been fighting for a while.
No worries, we're going to fuck you up. Cyril Gane and Tai Tuivasa have a fight night coming up after that. That's a pretty good heavyweight matchup. I like that a lot. I'm excited. And then 280. That is going to be fucking amazing. That is going to be a really, really good pay-per-view that they've got to set up. Charles Oliveira is going to fight Islam Makhachev. Technically, because he missed weight, Oliveira is not the lightweight champion anymore, but he is the lightweight champion because he fucking submitted Justin Gaethje, and he's the best. So, and I think it's the same thing here. Makhachev is he's a Khabib disciple. He's a wrestler, but you gonna wrestle with Charles Oliveira because he's gonna Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu the fuck out of you. Yeah. Oh, you want to go to the ground with him because he has the most submissions in UFC history. So you can get the fuck out of here with that. I think Charles Oliveira beats him pretty handedly. Aljamain Sterling is the bantamweight champion, and TJ Dillashaw is getting a fight to fight back for his championship. I like that fight a lot. Aljamain likes to rely on his grappling and his wrestling a lot, but TJ is very good at both of those, and I think he's a much better striker than Aljamain, so I'm hoping that TJ gets his belt back. He got kicked out for steroids as well. He got in trouble for steroids, and fuck all that. He should absolutely be allowed to take steroids. And then Peter Yan versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. This is the first fight that Sugar Sean is having that is against a very big name.
See the real lanky kid with the
crazy hair? Yeah,
the
but he's fought nobody up until this point. Yeah. He's fought a bunch of nobodies and he's killed them. And everybody, he's a big star. He's a big name. He's got a big YouTube channel. And Peter Yan, former champion, really, really good fighter. This is going to be a huge test for Sugar Sean O'Malley. The only loss that Sugar Sean O'Malley had has been to Marlon Chito Vera, which is the guy that had the head kick. So O'Malley's been on a tear, and this will be a really big test for Peter Yan. And then Bilal Muhammad and Sean Brady. are 170 pounders, and apparently this is because we all assume that Kamaru Usman is going to beat Leon Edwards. Whoever wins this fight should apparently get the next championship fight for Kamaru Usman. So